Julie Ryan, noted psychic and medical intuitive, is ready to answer your personal questions, even those you never knew you could ask. For more than 20 years, as she's developed and refined her intuitive skills, Julie used her knowledge as a successful inventor and businesswoman to help others. Now, she wants to help you grow, heal, and get the answers you've been longing to hear. Do you have a question for someone who's transitioned? Do you have a medical issue? What about your pet's health or behavior? Perhaps you have a loved one who's close to death and you'd like to know what's happening. Are you on the path to fulfill your life's purpose? No matter where you are in the world, take a journey to the other side and ask Julie Ryan.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Ask Julie Ryan show. I'm Julie, your host, and I'm so delighted you could join us this evening. This is our last show of 2019, so it will be a very fun one, as they always are, but looking forward to talking to everybody. I have an intention in doing this show to provide information, insight, and comfort to people all around the world by helping to answer life's unanswerable questions. And tonight is December 19th, and I know we're all getting ready for Christmas, and it's all going smoothly, hopefully. Our son Jonathan blows into town on Sunday night late, so we're looking forward to having him. And then his wife Mallory, his new bride, comes in Monday night, so looking forward to seeing her. So I will be a very happy mommy by Sunday night, and then we have him until Friday, so that will be terrific too. He flies out early Friday morning. So I'm looking forward to that. Lots going on. Big news is my new book, Angel Messages for Kids, is being uploaded tomorrow. So it should be available for sale first of the week, this weekend, first of the week. So you can click to it off of my website, AskJulieRyan.com. It's a picture book for children, and I say on the back cover, angels easily answering kids' tough questions. So you guys are going to love the illustrations. They're just beautiful, and they're darling. And it answers questions like, what happens when we die? What happens when I can see spirits in my room? They're scary. Do I need to be scared of them? How do I know information about past lives? How do I know information about a dead relative who appears to me and mommy and daddy can't see them? And so it's very sweet, and it's fun, and the colors are terrific, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. So just go to my site, click on the books link, and then you will find it. Other than that, I recorded the Christmas show for the day after Christmas last night, and it's titled Christmas Ghosts. And I interviewed a guy who's a retired Air Force colonel, and he's a paranormal specialist. So we talk about what's the history of ghosts. Why are there so many ghosts in Christmas stories? Certainly the nativity. You know, they talk about angels and spirits. The angel appeared to Mary. The angel let the shepherds know Jesus was born. The angel told Joseph to go back a different route because King Herod was killing male babies, that kind of thing. And then, of course, the Christmas Carol, Dickens' Christmas Carol. And lots of other Christmas stories have spirits and ghosts. So we explore, why is that? Where does that come from? And what his research shows. It's a really fun show, you guys. I think you'll enjoy listening to it. But I'm taking all next week off, so I pre-recorded a show. All right, with that, let's go ahead and go to the phones. And I believe our first caller is John. Hi, John. Hi, John.
Hi, this is John.
Hi, John. How are you?
I'm very good.
Happy holidays.
Same to you. Thank you.
You're welcome. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from the East San Francisco Bay Area, Walnut Creek.
Oh, terrific. Okay, great. Well, you got a question for me?
Yeah, Julie. My mom is in passing. I think she's in the 12 stages of transition.
Okay.
I spoke to her and asked her if it was okay if you contacted her, and she said yes.
Oh, wonderful. Oh,
and,
I'm so
I kind
sorry.
of want to know what I can do to help her.
Yeah. Okay. Is she able to talk? Is she able to communicate with you?
Yes.
All right. What's her name, John?
Sophia.
Sophia. All right. What I'm going to do is I'm going to connect from you to her,
Okay.
And how I do that, John, is I raise my vibrational level to the level of spirit, because when we're attached to a body, we vibrate more slowly just because the body has mass. And so I raise my vibrational level, and then I'm able to connect to spirit, any spirit that's attached to a live body or any spirit that's deceased, anywhere. And so I'm going to watch a laser beam come from my body. I'm doing it right now here in Birmingham, Alabama. It's hooking into you in Walnut Creek and then going from you to your mom, Sophia.
Question, Julie?
Sure, yeah, absolutely.
Aside from speaking to our spirit or her, is there any way we can do a DNA correction, or is it too late for that?
Well, the way that it works is if she's dying, John, the spirit is the power source for the body. Mm-hmm. So when somebody is dying, the spirit is hanging onto the top of the head in a configuration that looks like a bubble, and they're surrounded by angels, and we're surrounded by angels and deceased loved ones. So it would be like trying to look at an X-ray in a pitch black room. Okay. There's no energy, there's no power source. So healings don't work when somebody's dying because there isn't any power source to do the healing. Does that make sense?
Yes.
It would be like trying to fix an appliance that you don't have plugged in, but you're trying to figure out if it works or not. You got to plug it in to see if it works.
Well, I'm thinking she's in the 9th or 10th stage or even further now.
You're absolutely right. She is in phase 9. So everybody that doesn't know what we're talking about, the 12 phases of transition are what we all go through, whether it's instantly as we're dying, like in the case of a suicide or a homicide, or whether it's over days, weeks, months, even years. It can take a long time for people to go through the phases, and everybody's different. But it's a configuration of how angels and our deceased loved ones are behind us and are there to welcome us and greet us to heaven. So you are absolutely right. She is in phase 9. What that looks like, everybody, is, as I mentioned, her spirit is attached onto the top of her head. It looks like a bubble. And it's the kind of bubble that you see in a cartoon where the words of the character or the thoughts of the character are. And then she has angels in a semi-horseshoe around her, and her parents' spirits are at her feet, John. And then there are lots of other deceased loved ones there to welcome her. And everybody listening, you can find these graphics on my website, AskJulieRyan.com. Just click on the 12 phases of transition, and you'll see what we're talking about. John, have you read my book yet?
My mom's passing. I just haven't had time to do anything lately.
Okay. I'm sorry. Okay, well, when she is, when she goes, or if you have a chance, it's a really fast read. I think it will give you a lot of information and a lot of comfort.
Your graphics on your website have helped a lot.
Terrific. Oh, good. Well, let me ask her some questions. So, Sophia, are you ready to go? Yes. Are you in pain? Yes. Does she seem like she's in pain, John?
She said she has no physical pain, except that she's having difficulty breathing because her lungs she just can't get any more air.
Yeah. Okay. And what do you need? Just my family. That's pretty typical of what I hear at this point. So please email me, John. My email is julie@askjulieryan.com. If you want an update, email me, and I can scan her in a second, and I will be more than delighted to help you get through this.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so shoot me your email, as soon as you can, so I'll have it, and then I'll recognize it when it comes in.
Okay, thank you so much.
Okay, thanks, John.
Bye.
Good luck. Okay, bye-bye. All right, let's see who's next. I believe it's Dimple. Hi, Dimple.
Hello.
Hi, Dimple. It's Julie.
Hi, Julie. Such a pleasure to speak with you.
Such a pleasure to speak with you, too. Please tell everybody where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
Toronto. I bet it's beautiful up there about now.
We did have a beautiful snowy day.
Good. Well, good. Well, you got a question for me?
I wanted to ask you if you could take a look at my energy field and see if I have any leaks right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect to you like what I was just talking about with John. My laser beam's coming from Alabama, heading way far north from me, up to Toronto. And I've got you, and I'm shooting energy from your feet up to the top of your head. Yes, you have one. It goes. So what we're talking about, everybody, is we all have what I call an energy field membrane. And that is the container that holds the energy that comprises our body and our spirit. It reminds me of really thin, stretchy saran wrap. And when there's a tear or a hole in it, Dimple, what happens is it allows an energy leak. And the body is not working on full power. I always see an energy leak before any kind of disease or illness or medical condition sets in. And energy leaks are caused by energy blocks that are caused by some emotional event in this lifetime or a past lifetime. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into it. Yours goes from your left clavicle, your collarbone, down to above your breast. It's like if somebody took a box cutter and just made a slit in that membrane. So I'm going to go into it. You may remember this situation, you may not. It doesn't matter, because as soon as we illuminate it, it heals that leak, and then your body can work on full power. And in a healing, Dimple, this is usually the most important part, because it solidifies whatever else we're doing. So I don't have time to do it very often on this show, but when I do private sessions with people, we always do that. We always, unless we run out of time, because we're working on so much other stuff. So here we go. I'm going into that tear, and I'm being shown. So this is a past life thing. The year's 1923 in Milan, Italy. You are a man in that lifetime. Your name's Giuseppe. Giuseppe, and something phonetically that sounds like Carlotta. So it's probably something similar. All right. So let's see what happened, and then we'll correlate it with what's going on in your current life. You were a diamond broker. Milan is very industrial. I'm sure it was even back in the 20s. And it's a fashion. It's like the fashion center for Italy. I don't know that it was there. This is what's fun about past life stuff, is a lot of the information we get, you can look it up online and see. But I get that you were a diamond broker in Milan. So, do you like diamonds? Do you have a tiara on now by any chance?
I love diamonds.
There you go. They are a girl's best friend, right?
Oh my gosh, my phone's dying, Julie. Okay.
Oh no. Okay. So if it dies, you'll be able to hear this when you download the podcast. So I'm going to keep talking.
Thank you.
Okay. So what happened? So you're rebuilding your business after World War I. You're 47 in this scene that I'm seeing, and you were badly hurt. Your business was badly hurt because of the war. And so you're rebuilding your business right now. So how this correlates with your current life, I get you're in the process of rebuilding a business. Does that make sense?
I am, yeah.
Okay. There you go. So the most important thing is this tear is healed, and I'm shooting energy from your feet up through the top of your head, and you are on full power now. So go forth and prosper and celebrate hard for Christmas.
That's amazing. So because I'm rebuilding my business, this is coming up for me from a past life.
It is. It's any kind of emotional experience, Dimple. It can be something real simple, like somebody called you a bad name when you were little, or something dramatic, like God forbid you were attacked or whatever. And it doesn't even matter what it was. It doesn't matter even if you remember it, because as soon as we illuminate it, it fixes it.
That's beautiful. I always tell my husband I was meant for riches and loyalty. Royalty.
There you go. Maybe you'll get your tiara from Santa.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, thanks for calling.
Thank you so much.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. Okay. Have a beautiful Christmas. Thank you. Bye.
You too. Bye-bye. Okay. Our next caller is Debbie. Hi, Debbie.
Hi. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Very well.
Terrific.
I'm so happy to talk to you, and I'm currently reading your book, and it's been very interesting. I found you on the internet, and So I'm fairly new to a lot of your information, but I thought I would try to contact you today.
Terrific. Where are you calling us from?
Actually, Columbus, Ohio.
Yay, the city of my birth.
I know. I was reading that in the book, and I thought how ironic that was.
I know. What you want to hear something funny? I just brought in a box about an hour ago that UPS dropped off, and it was from my brother and his family that live in Columbus, and it was all this Ohio State stuff and Cheryl's cookies. Big Ohio State Buckeye, go Buckeye bowl, and a bunch of cookies with it. So you'll understand what that's all about.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, terrific. Well, delighted to have you. Do you have a question for me?
I do. I wanted to talk about, is there something, physically and a little bit about, is there something blocking me? Because, number one of all, I have always been very thin throughout my life. And at 43, I started not to be able to lose weight. And I'm 59 now. And so that's it. And then I also, there's something physically or something from past life that's blocking me, because in my work world, I continuously seem to get into these really crazy environments, and I don't know why.
What do you mean crazy environments?
Just lots of dysfunction in the companies that I've worked for, like a lot of submergers, acquisitions, people that are in positions that are not necessarily doing the right thing, that sort of thing.
A lot of drama.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, so do you want me to scan you medically, or how may I help you this evening?
Yes, please.
Okay. So here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, up to Columbus, and shooting energy from your feet up through the top of your head. You need hormones, girl. Bioidentical hormones. You familiar with them?
I'm not.
Okay. Bioidentical hormones are what our bodies manufacture when we're young and fertile and popping out babies. And as we age, our hormone levels diminish, and Mother Nature says, she's not fertile anymore, so we don't really need her to propagate the species. And that's when degenerative things start to happen. So bioidenticals are the exact molecular composition of what our bodies make when we're young and fertile. Synthetic hormones have extra molecules added to their formulas so they can be patented. So I want you to go to, there's a couple of websites you can check out to find a doctor who specializes in this in your area. And certainly in Columbus, there will be several. I prefer you find an OBGYN just because they know female anatomy that's doing this. But the best two places for you to go are functionalmedicine.org.
Okay.
Functionalmedicine.org, and the letter A, the number 4, M is in Mary.com.
Okay.
Both of those websites, Debbie, if you put in your zip code, they will populate with doctors that are in your area who specialize in bioidentical hormones. So in the meantime, I shot estrogen into you, and you just lit up like the North Star. So I think you can use some bioidentical hormones.
Awesome.
I think
Thank
that's
you
what's
for that.
going on. Yeah. So thanks for calling. I hope you have a wonderful holiday.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Bet. Take care. Oh, one other thing, Debbie, would you please leave an Amazon review for me on the book when you're done reading it?
Yes, absolutely.
Anybody listening, please leave an Amazon review, because it helps other people find this information. And most people, like John, they need it when they're in the middle of this, or if they've just lost a loved one. So that really helps a lot. I would really appreciate it if you would do that. Just go to Amazon and leave a review. So thanks so much. Happy holidays.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. All right, let's see who's next. I believe it's Gigi. Hi, Gigi.
Hi, Julie. It's so great to talk to you.
Thank you. You too. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm calling from Little Rock.
Okay, terrific. You got a question for me?
I do. Like your previous caller, I may need hormones as well. I'm, I guess, postmenopausal now, and I'm kind of wondering if you could check me out and see how I'm looking.
Absolutely. Comes my laser beam over to Little Rock, kind of northwest of me a little bit from Birmingham. Okay, got you. Shooting energy. Yeah, absolutely. Same thing. So go to a4m.com, and also the other one is functionalmedicine.org, or I as in igloo, F as in Frank, M as in Mary, IFM.org. That stands for Institute of Functional Medicine. And then put your zip code in, Gigi, and then it will populate. And again, I prefer that we women go to GYN to get our hormones. A lot of people go to chiropractors and even endocrinologists. You know, endocrinologists are not going to do a vaginal ultrasound on you to see what your uterine lining looks like on hormones. And that's why I think it's so important for us women to go to a GYN for hormones.
That'll help us. I'm not. Sometimes you know how your memory's a little bit like you can't think of something, or walk into a room and you forgot what you were gonna. Anyway, I'm thinking that hormonal.
It's gonna make a big difference for you.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll be amazed, and it really helps. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, I know there's a pellet that you can get, and then there's topical. Do you know what's better? Or?
For me, I've used the cream for 15 years. I'm 60. I've been using it since I was 45 because I started having perimenopausal migraines from hell when I was ovulating because my hormones were dropping. So I've been on the cream for 15 years. I tried the pellets. They did not work for me. And to me, the pellets don't make as much sense because you have a bell curve. You know, they got a lot of hormones that are being released, and then when you need to get it replaced, they're not releasing as much. So to me, and I don't know that's for sure, but that's just what my common sense tells me, they didn't work for me. I tried them for a month, and I went back on the cream. Like, it wasn't even a month. It was about 2 days. And I went back on the cream because, again, I got an awful migraine within 48 hours of using the pellets. So they didn't work for me. They might for you. But do your research on it. And the best place to find information, 2 books I can recommend, Debbie and Gigi, on the bioidenticals. The first one is Dr. Christiane Northrup. Any of her books, The Wisdom of Menopause, Women's Bodies, Women's Wisdom, those are the Bible. And then the other one is Suzanne Summers' books, the actress, Gigi. She has done amazing amounts of research on this topic, and she is smart as the dickens. And so I think her books are Sexy Years and things like that. If you just Google SuzanneSummers.com or just go to SuzanneSummers.com, all her books are there. And those are the 2 books I would recommend. Super. So I hope that helps. Okay. Well, thanks for calling. Merry Christmas.
Appreciate your information. Thank you so much.
Okay.
You too.
Bye-bye. All righty. Next, we've got Janet. Hi, Janet. Hi, Janet.
Oh, hi, Julie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay.
Terrific. Where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Lexington, South Carolina.
Okay. Terrific. Am I in speaker?
Yes. Is that okay, or should I?
Can you take me off just while you're talking? That would be great, please.
Sure. I'm sorry. I was crocheting at the same time.
Well, you are a woman. You can multitask.
That's right. Let me see. I'm a speaker.
All right.
Okay. Yes, I was multitasking. I had a question about healing. I do Tai Chi, and I feel like electrical currents in my hands, and I wonder if that is an indication of having healing ability.
Absolutely. And everybody has it, and everybody can learn it, like I did. I learned how to do all this stuff I do. I tell people, Janet, I'm not one of those psychics who's had dead people chasing her since childhood. Or if I did, I didn't know it, and let alone what I would have done with it. So, yes, we all have the ability, and yes. And I think that Tai Chi, what you're doing is you're moving the chi, you're moving the energy through your body. So the longer you do that, the higher vibrations your body's going to be able to hold of that energy. And so, yes, absolutely.
And I've been having a lot of gut issues, and I wonder if you could do a scan and give me an indication. I don't want to go to the GI doctor. He's just going to want to do a colonoscopy, and I don't want to do that.
Yeah. All right, so let me connect to you. So here comes my laser beam from Sweet Home, Alabama, over to South Carolina.
South Carolina.
South Carolina. See, we Yankees can talk like Southerners, too, when we need to.
I know. I'm a Yankee at heart.
I know. So I got you. Yeah, I think you've got some yeast stuff going on. If you email me, Janet, Julie@AskJulieRyan.com, I'll send you a link to a gut biome test. It's for half off. Anybody listening, if you want it, email me, Julie@AskJulieRyan.com. And get this done. It's a poop test. You don't need a doctor's order. And it's going to tell you what's going on with your gut, Janet, but more importantly, it's going to tell you what foods to eat that are your superfoods, and it's going to tell you what foods to avoid so that you can get your gut biome healthy and get your immune system healthy. So email me and I'll send you that link.
Okay,
food is the best medicine. Food is the best medicine.
Right. I mean, I just know that when I eat bad, like I went to a Christmas party last night and I ate bad. Man, I mean, I feel like I almost need to go to the hospital. I'm in such distress after I ate that junk. So I it's like, yeah, gee, do I have cancer going on or?
No, it's just
something else.
In the meantime, you may want to go to a health food store, or I think Whole Foods and places like that, Janet, may even have olive leaf extract, and that works really well to help with yeast. It's an antifungal. And I haven't used it myself, but I have lots of clients who've had great success with it, olive leaf extract.
Tell me the name of it again. I'm going to write it down. Olive leaf?
Olive leaf, like an olive tree, olive leaf extract.
Okay. Never heard of it, but I'm going to look for it. Thank you.
Okay. You bet. Happy holidays. Hope you have a wonderful holiday.
Happy holidays.
Thanks.
Pardon
me?
Bye-bye.
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 All right. Let's see who's next. I believe it's Amanda. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Amanda.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. And yourself?
Terrific. Thanks. Where are you calling us from?
From right outside of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Terrific. You got a question for me?
Yes. I have my husband here with me, and he's given me permission to ask you about a medical concern he's had for some time.
Okay.
He's been dealing with a rash, a skin rash that is on his legs. It's been going on for several years, and we just haven't really been able to get kind of a definitive answer about what's going on.
Okay.
And just wondered if maybe you might have some insight on that.
Sure. What's his name, Amanda?
Sterling.
Sterling. Wow, that sounds very James Bondish to me.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Bond, James Bond. Okay, so we were watching the Kennedy Center Honors over the weekend. I love that show every year.
I haven't seen that in a while.
Pierce Brosnan came out. It was like Bond. He's my favorite Bond. He came out. And I was like,
I grew up watching all of those.
Yeah, there he is. Okay, so I'm going to connect to you and from you to Sterling. So here comes my laser beam up, heading northwest. So hook into you in Tulsa. Got Sterling. Okay, so do you having any GI issues as well, Amanda? Like gas, bloating? Yeah. You've got an overgrowth of yeast, what I was just talking with Janet about. And email me, and I'll send you that link to that gut biome test. That rash is a fungal infection. So go to the drugstore or CVS or Walgreens or someplace and get some antifungal cream and put it on it.
Okay.
So that's a side effect of having yeast overgrowth. And you're going to love this gut biome test because it's going to tell you what foods are going to be his superfoods and what foods for him to avoid. And instead of doing like the yeast diet or Weight Watchers or whatever, keto or whatever, let's let Sterling do the Sterling diet that's going to be best for him.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yeah. So
all right. Well, I was kind of wondering about that, so thank you. Yeah.
You were right.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Well, have a wonderful holiday.
You as well. Thank you so much.
Take care. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Excuse me. All right. I think our next caller is Joya. Hi, Joya.
Hello.
Hi.
Thank you so much for doing this for everybody. I'm excited to be to have the chance to talk to you tonight. My mother passed away 6 years ago. She was elderly, and it was a difficult passing for everybody, of course. There's 8 kids. And my sister and I were both nurses, and we made the choice to discontinue any life-saving measures for her. And so she took a while to pass away, and it was pretty difficult to watch. But I struggle with that. My other sister does too. Wondering if it was the right thing to do, and I don't feel her near me like I feel my dad near me, and I don't know if this pain that I have is kind of part of that, if I've internalized that.
Okay. Well, tell me your mom's name. What's her name?
Her name is Cecilia.
Okay. Cecilia, like the song. You're breaking my heart. All right, sorry, didn't mean to hurt your ears. Am I singing?
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
So here's how this works, and you know this as a nurse. We all decide when we go, how we go, who's with us when we go, and where we are when we go. Right? We all decide that. You talk to any nurse, you talk to any funeral director on the planet, and they have hundreds of stories for you about how the family sat with Grandma for 3 weeks. Somebody got up to get a cup of coffee, left Grandma alone for 5 minutes, and Grandma died when she was out of the room. We are all in total control. So that's number one. Number two, having said all that, that all unfolded perfectly because her spirit, even though you guys were making decisions, she was giving you guidance on what to do telepathically. You were having the idea that we need to do this. That's where it was coming from, was from your mom. Okay? So that's number two. Number three, have you read Angelic Attendants, my book yet?
No.
Okay. Get a copy of it. It's available in paperback and audiobook and also digital. You can download it onto a Kindle or a tablet or something and read that and have your sister read it too, Joya, because it will give you guys so much information and so much peace when you read it. I promise. It's so being so well received. It's used in Sunday school classes throughout the country and in synagogues. And my church gives it out to every family that comes in that plans a funeral because it's so comforting for them.
Oh, okay.
So, yeah, get a copy of that. Please leave an Amazon review, like I was saying earlier.
Sure.
For me. That will help. But that's going to help a lot. Do you want me to connect with your mom? And then we can ask her a couple of questions. Would that help? Would that make you feel better?
Yeah, sure.
All right. Okay. So she's standing to your right. I already connected with you. She's standing to your right. When we are thinking of a loved one, it immediately draws them in. If we're doing something random, Joya, and like you're doing the dishes or folding laundry and you think of your mom, that's her letting you know she's around you. And they can be in a bunch of different places all at the same time, limitless places at the same time. Did you ever watch Bewitched as a TV show when you were little? Maybe?
Yeah.
You know how Samantha Stevens would wiggle her nose and she would be in another location immediately? Or she would call her mother and Dora would immediately show up, or Uncle Arthur would immediately show up, or Aunt Clara, all these characters. That's whoever wrote that screenplay knew about woo-woo, because that's how it works in the spirit world. So when I was little, I used to think, oh, I would love to be Samantha Stevens when I grow up. And I got my wish, because I could do all that stuff now, and including being in other places. It's called non-local reality. So she's right to your right. Do you have a question for her?
Are you okay, Mom?
Oh, yeah. She's fabulous. She's in heaven. I mean, it's non-physical as heaven, and it's pure bliss. So she's talking to me about Christmas cookies. Did you guys bake Christmas cookies? Did she bake Christmas cookies? What's up with the Christmas cookies?
Yeah, I still have her Christmas cut out little tools that we used.
Okay. And are you baking them this year?
I wasn't planning on it.
She's telling me that. She's like, no. And
sorry, Mom.
Okay.
Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. So she's saying, use the Christmas cookie idea because it will make you feel better. Bake them, give them to the family. Anybody that's willing to listen, tell them that they're sent from her with love. Those are her exact words. Tell them they're sent from her with love.
Okay.
She's saying you don't have to use her cookie cutters. New ones will be fine. She's saying they'll probably work better anyway.
Okay. Thank you, Julie.
You're welcome. Get my book. It will help.
Okay. Sure. Okay.
Get one for your sister for Christmas. Give it to your sister for Christmas.
Okay. Great.
Tell me,
so much.
I mean, it's less than $10. It's it's a great gift and it's cheap. So, okay. Well, enjoy the holidays. You bet.
Thank you, Julie. Okay.
Bye-bye. Okay, let's see who's next. I believe it's Lois. Hi, Lois.
Hi, Julie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, girl?
I'm good.
Please tell everybody where you're calling from.
I'm calling from New Orleans.
New Orleans. Bet it's gorgeous down there, decorated.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We always do that kind of thing. You know that.
Oh.
I'm wanting to know. I'm in my 80s, and every time I go to a funeral or something, I think about how horrible it'd be to be put in the ground after you die.
Mhm.
What is the better thing, cremation or burial?
It doesn't matter. It's whatever feels the most comfortable to you, because your spirit separates from your body, Lois, when you die.
Immediately?
Yeah, immediately. And that's what we've been talking about. Have you read my book yet? I sound like an ad for my book tonight. But
I just heard you give it out again, and I'm going to get it tomorrow.
Yeah, get it, and it'll talk a lot about that, and you'll see how the spirit separates from the body, because the body is inside the spirit, not the other way around. I went through 12 years of Catholic schools, and I was taught that the spirit is someplace in the chest area. But what I perceive, Lois, is that the body is inside the spirit, and the spirit's the power source for the body. So if you look at a religious painting or picture like of Jesus or the Virgin Mary or some other religious figure, you know how they're shown with a halo around their heads or sometimes their whole body?
Yeah.
That's their energy field. That's their spirit. So that's their aura, another word. So it doesn't matter what you do with the body. It's whatever you feel comfortable about. Down there, you guys got those above-ground crypts in New Orleans. So you got those shelves, and you move Grandma down and put somebody else in. I know. It's how they work, right?
Well, I don't know. Just the idea of being put in something it just really gets to me. I don't know what my problem is.
So getting burned doesn't bother you as much?
What? Oh,
it doesn't bother you?
it bothers me, but I think it would be over in a little while. Whereas if you put it in the ground, I don't know. I just don't know. But what you're saying is it doesn't matter because it's not.
Matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I think
okay.
The last funeral I went to, Lois, I was talking to the funeral director, and she was telling me that 90% of funerals are cremation now because it's so much less expensive.
Yeah, that's what I was just reading somewhere. I heard something about was exactly that. Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of people choose to bury the ashes in a cemetery because for historical reasons, you know, you got the headstone and people can locate it. And a lot of historians and genealogy people use those cemetery documents to help them do genealogy research.
Oh, really?
So, you know, you got a choice. You can bury, but it's all above ground down there where you are, unless you're going to be buried in some other location.
And there's a special place you can get for cremation that the bottle, the containers can be put there for cremation.
Yeah. So I hope that helps, but it doesn't matter. It's whatever you're comfortable with and your family is.
It does help a heck of a lot. It assures it. You know, it makes me. Well, what you say about it doesn't matter means a lot to me, and it's
doesn't matter.
So
and when you get my book and you read it, Angelic Attendance, Lois, it's going to give you tons of information and tons of comfort. I think you'll really enjoy it. So,
good. And I'm going to call you for what do you call it? You know, for an appointment for.
Okay. I would love that. I'll get you to for a whole hour. I won't have to share you with anybody. I'll get you for a whole hour. I would love that.
That's great.
Merry Christmas. Happy holidays.
Same to you. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Okay, let's see who's next. I believe it's Margaret. Hi, Margaret.
Hi. Hi, Julie. Oh, hold on. Had to take you off speaker.
Thank you.
Yes.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays. How are you doing today?
I'm great, thanks. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Indiana.
Okay, terrific. You got a question for me?
Yes. I have the same problem as a couple of the other ladies. If you could do a medical scan and see if maybe my hormones are down, because it's just like I want to do stuff. I kind of like just end up not having the get up and go like I used to when I was younger.
My husband, I've heard him say, Tim has said, you know, my get up and go is gotten up and gone.
Yes, definitely. It's just like I just want to sit in a chair and just, you know.
Yeah.
And I don't get anything done that way.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking maybe my hormones are.
How young are you?
I'm 63.
Okay. All right. So here comes my laser beam.
Okay. Oh, give me a chill.
Birmingham up to Indiana. Okay, got you. Shooting at it. Yeah, absolutely. It's hormones. When I see somebody, Margaret, who needs hormones, whether it's a woman or a man, their whole body looks like a wilted plant to me. And I've just shot energetic estrogen into you. And it's kind of like if your plant is wilting and you water it and then it perks back up in a few minutes. That's what I see. So I shoot estrogen into you energetically, and you're like glowing. So absolutely. Websites, IFM, Institute of Functional Medicine, IFM.org.
I wrote those all down.
And A4M.com.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you will feel like
I kind of had a feeling. I kind of had a feeling, but I just hadn't really gotten to it. I just found out I have diabetes, so it's kind of like I'm trying to figure out too many things at one time, and so I'm going, I know I should be feeling better, but.
If you have diabetes, check out Indiana University has one of the absolute best top diabetes centers in the world, and people go to the doctors there, and they have a program there, and I mean, you could do it, I'm sure, outpatient, and they get people off their meds within a week or two. So I would check that out since you're right there. It's at IU.
Huh. Well, I've gotten on meds, and I've been taking, I found out about it a couple months ago. To me, it's still new because I feel like I'm still trying to figure it out.
But go check that out since you're right there.
Okay.
In Bloomington. Okay.
I had no idea.
All right. Well, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
Well, Merry Christmas to you. Thank you very much.
Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, let's see who's next. I have Milton, Ontario, I think. Hi. Who's this? Hello, 905 area code? Oh, guess they're not there. Okay, so let's go to Maya next. Hi, Maya.
Hello.
Hi, Maya.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. How are you?
Okay, sorry, I had you on speakerphone. Just took you off.
Where are you calling us from?
Newport News, Virginia.
Oh, terrific. Well, you got a question for me?
Yes. I was wondering if you could do a health scan or a body scan or something.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's going on?
I have a really rare condition called lichen sclerosis, and it is causing havoc in my life.
And
I don't
not
know.
Familiar
I think
with that.
They're not sure what the cause is, but basically, my immune system thinks that my private parts down there are in a foreign invader, so it attacks that. Area. It's pretty graphic, but basically it looks like somebody poured bleach down there.
Okay.
Or acid.
Do you have sores? It's tender? It looks like it hurts. Is that what's going on too? Because I've got you on my radar already.
Yeah. The sores come from the scratching because it's undeniably itchy. It's not yeast. It's undeniably itchy when you're sleeping and you wake up and you're covered in sores and bleeding because you're scratching while you're sleeping. But the whole skin is just eroding away. Everything's eroding away, which is not good when you're a single woman in your 40s.
No, heavens no. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm doing a quick healing, Maya, just to give you some relief. There's this energetic cream that I see put on tender tissues, and it reminds me of that white, thick Nivea cream in the blue jar. Maybe your mom or your grandmother used it when you were little.
Yeah.
And it has anti-inflammatory properties in it. It also has like rocket fuel to heal tender tissues. That's being applied all down there in that area, and hopefully that will give you some comfort in the meantime. Two things. I would schedule a private appointment. We'll have an hour to do a deep dive and do healings on you. So let's do that. AskJulieRyan.com. And number two, shoot me an email so that I can send you the gut biome test link. And I want you to get that done too, because that's going to tell you what's going on with your immune system. And food is the best medicine. And so let's get on that as well. And we'll see what we can do to help you get well.
Yeah, I also think there's an emotional component to it as well.
Probably. Did you hear when I was working on Dimple's energy field membrane, our second caller? There's always an emotional component to everything. So we illuminate it. As soon as we illuminate it, it eradicates it. It is so cool. It's like you don't need to be in psychotherapy for 30 years rehashing the same drama and trauma. Now, there's room for that, for things, but this just removes it from your energy field. This healing.
That's wonderful.
So,
that's what I need.
So email me, Julie@AskJulieRyan.com. I'll send you the link. Again, anybody listening that's interested in that, email me, and I'll send you the link for half off, and then schedule a private session. And we'll have an hour to do a deep dive and find out what's going on.
Perfect. Okay? Sounds good. Thank you so much.
You bet. Take care.
All right.
Hope you feel better.
Thank you.
Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Okay, we do this show, everybody, every Thursday at 8 Eastern, 7 Central, and 5 Pacific. The call-in number is 712-770-4160, and the access code is 533677#. You can find this information a bunch of different places on my website, AskJulieRyan.com. Scroll down to the bottom of the homepage. You'll find it. You can find it in the show notes. We're on dozens of networks. Anywhere you download podcasts, just look in the show notes and you'll see this information. We're on Alexa. We're on YouTube, all over the place. So do that. When you're on my site, sign up for my newsletter. That's a blog that I write every week. This week it was about Christmas ghosts, which I'm going to cover next week on the show that I pre-recorded. And when you're there, also schedule an appointment. And check out my new book while you're on the site, too. So you can find everything you need at AskJulieRyan.com. Just wanted to throw that in there. Okay, let's go to Regina next. Hi, Regina.
Hi, Julie. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm well. I'm very excited to be talking to you. I already scheduled an appointment with you for the
wonderful.
30th.
Wonderful.
I know. I'm so excited. I can't believe I'm talking to you.
So where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Old Bridge, New Jersey. Can you hear me okay? Because my headphones, they sometimes they're not so good. Okay. Old Bridge, New Jersey. That's in Central Jersey.
Well, you got a question for me?
I do, but I said a little prayer when we first started. Let everyone who that gets read, may be the best person, and that we all get something out of it. And I think I have a question regarding my health. Mm-hmm. I have some pain in my back that shoots down my legs, and I was wondering if you could do a scan, but I think I have the same thing that all those ladies called before. I think it's hormonal.
Hormonal. So pain shooting down your legs. So I've got you on my radar. I connected to you, and I see stuff going on down the back of your left leg. That's where the energy went. Is that where the pain is?
Yeah, it can. It's when I move. I could be standing, and then I move certain ways, and I feel just pain.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm on your left leg. It looks inflamed. Inflammation, Regina, just looks like red fog over energy, red energy over body parts. And so what I'm doing, somebody's crackling paper. Is that you? I think
that is not me.
Okay. I think it was Amanda. I just muted her again. She came off mute somehow. I've gotten the inflammation calmed down, which will give you pain. Do you ever go see a chiropractor, Regina?
I haven't been back since earlier this year. I haven't been back.
Okay, you're out. You're a twisted sister. You're a twisted sister.
Oh, okay. So I'm a twisted sister.
Go see a chiropractor. Your pelvis is out of alignment. The right side of your pelvis is in front of the left side a little bit. So what I just watched was a chiropractic adjustment healing to get you back in alignment, and I would follow that up with going to visit your chiropractor, and they can fix you in about 3 minutes.
All right. Thank you.
And I'll look forward to talking to you on the 30th.
Me too. And I do have a question, just a quick one. When you do the scan, when you were doing, I think it was the first lady that you said she had a tear, that you would have seen when you do a scan?
Yeah, and normally I do that on a private. I do that on a private session because it takes more time.
Right. So, okay. Good.
Yeah. So we'll do that on the 30th when we chat, and I get you for a whole hour, which is always so much fun. And I promise we'll laugh a lot. I always tell people we always laugh a lot because everything can be healed, number one. And number two, my analogies sometimes are so wacky. Like I may tell you a body part looks like a bowl of whipped cream, but it's just so that you can envision what I'm seeing. And when I have you on my radar visually, Regina, I'm also getting what I call divine downloads because I'm on the Regina channel. It's like the Regina radio station. So I'm getting information that's being downloaded into my head at the same time, which is a lot of why I talk so fast when I'm doing scans, because the information's coming in so fast. So we'll have a ball. We'll have a ball.
Yeah,
I
also think when you speak, you smile. I think the rest of us hear that. Yes,
absolutely.
Yes, and that makes everyone else smile, even if you're not saying good things. But it's always. I've been listening to you, and I think everything you say is like laughter, and even when you're not saying such good things, it's all good. Like you said, everything is fixable. Like that.
That's right. It is. Everything's healable. Well, you have a wonderful holiday, and I'm going to see if I can get one other person on real fast before we end.
Okay. Thank you so much. You take care. Merry Christmas.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, let's try Shania. Hi, Shania.
Hi, Julie. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you. Thank you.
Terrific. Please tell everybody where you're calling from.
I'm calling from Los Angeles, California, specifically Glendale.
All right. Well, you got a quick question for me? We got about 3 minutes left.
Yes, I might be just quick. I was wondering if you could possibly connect with my guides and ask them any advice they have for me regarding just about anything they want to tell you.
Okay, the first thing that came in is get another job.
I gotta love them.
Are you looking for another job?
No, actually, I'm not necessarily. More so trying to figure out what to do at school.
Yeah, I know. So you're in and out. I'm hearing your words are in and out. So
I said just figuring out. Maybe better now?
Yeah, better.
Okay, yeah. Just trying to figure out what to do with school, actually, not necessarily job-related, but more school-related.
Yeah, so they're saying get a job. Get another job is what came in. So maybe they're talking about just for the holidays. I got a yes on that. The holidays, you only got a couple weeks left. So, maybe, I don't know, a waitress job came in. I don't know if you want to do that, but I'm getting you can make a lot of money really fast. That's what they're telling me.
No, I'll take it.
So, yeah. So check that out. And I'm getting that you know somebody or your family knows somebody that has a restaurant that can use some help over the holidays, and you can help them and make a lot of money.
Got it. Okay.
So there you go.
Well, thank you so much. Appreciate it.
You're welcome. Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, Julie.
Okay. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, everybody. That's it for this week. Wonderful holidays to you all. Thank you for being a part of my life. I adore all of you. Thank you to all of the people who called in this evening. Check out my new book, Angel Messages for Kids. Great Christmas gift. And you can find all that at AskJulieRyan.com. So I will talk to you right after New Year's. So I think it's January 2nd. Looking forward to it. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us. Be sure to follow Julie on Twitter at AskJulieRyan and like her on Facebook at AskJulieRyan. For information on how you can ask Julie your question, please visit AskJulieRyan.com.